Welcome back to All About the Smokies. In this video, we're going to do something we haven't done in a while. We used to do it every month. We're going to give you a little bit of an update video. Let's get started. This video is being brought to you by Bill Sanders and Dusty's Adventures. Both of these fellas signed up on YouTube as members at the sponsorship level. For more information, hit the join button down below. So we just got back from Gatlinburg and the Pigeon Forge, the Smoky Mountains, just within the last week.
Yep.
And it was our first week-long trip that we had taken down there in
a really long time.
A long time, because we've done a bunch of 2-3 day excursions, but this was our longest. So we're going to talk to you about a couple of the experiences we had over this last that last week.
Just kind of give you a rundown of what maybe you may expect and the busyness and everything that we encountered to hopefully make any future trips you have easier.
So let's first talk about crowds. Now, we've been coming down the Smokies just for 7 years. I know a lot of people have been coming a lot longer. And by your estimation, were the crowds worse in this trip in June, or have they been worse before?
I don't ever think they're that bad in the summertime, unless you're hitting a special weekend. When you go in the fall, it is a completely different experience. Mm-hmm. So, though we didn't travel really much at all between Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, it was not anything like we've experienced when we go in the fall.
Yeah. To give you an idea of what to expect this summer in Gatlinburg, I think you're going to have to be patient is the key. Mm-hmm. And if you're staying a week, that's easy to do. And you want to try to cram as much as you can. There's going to be some wait times. Now, we think there's factors to that are beyond, because you're right. I don't know that this is any more busy than other times that we've come.
But
honestly,
you're still able to go into the different areas and find a place to sit down, and the benches that you see lining the parkway aren't filled with people. And aside from, there's always that one intersection at Light 8 that is just, we call it Bubblegum Corner, but it's just very busy there, but it always is. But I didn't feel overwhelmed with people like I have in other times of year in which we've gone.
No, I don't know. So the wait times that we experienced, like at attractions or especially restaurants, I think are attributed to staffing shortages that people are seeing across the country. So right now, there were places that weren't opening until they were supposed to open at 11. They didn't open until like 4.
Well, some of them were closing early.
Yeah, close early.
Or they had shortened hours. I saw one business right there on the parkway in Gatlinburg that had switched their hours to 10 to 6.
I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. I know if you look at what might be causing it, the extra unemployment checks.
So I looked it up. Tennessee is stopping their federal unemployment of the extra $300 a week July 3rd.
So that doesn't mean July, let's say 5th, people are going to be running out and getting jobs.
No, but over the next month, hopefully. So one thing we noticed when we're walking up and down the parkway, that's what I told him. I would have loved to have done a video just filming the outsides of all of the businesses that had help wanted signs, because it felt like an overwhelming majority of businesses were looking for extra employees. And some of the restaurants we had gone into, I know one specifically where that's what he's saying, they had lost staff and they can't keep people more than a few days. And so hopefully as things shift down there in Tennessee, then we'll start to see employment, people come back, and these businesses be able to open at full capacity.
Yeah, and it'll take time. Some of these people coming back may already know the ropes. They may have just been sitting at home waiting for this to end, and that they'll come back and they'll already be trained. There's going to be some that are new employees that are going to start at these restaurants that have to go through the entire training process, and it's going to take some time. So I would expect the delays to continue for restaurants at least for the next full month. So if you're coming to the Smokies through July, probably into August, just be prepared to wait. And what we try to do too is extend some grace.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. The people that are at work and working every day, they are overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And so we had an incident happen at a little pickup shop where his order was overlooked, but something had happened in the middle of it, and one guy ended up basically doing everything. And
we think somebody quit right in the middle of the shift, and the order got handed off and didn't make it to a person to make it. So
it's really easy to get frustrated when you're waiting 20 minutes for what you think is a simple order and nothing is coming out. But once you realize, wow, this person is really strapped, I think always try to lean that direction first. I know I don't always, but I want to treat them well, not knowing what they're going through.
Yep. And I know a couple of the places we went to we talked to some of the waiters or the wait staff there, and one of the guys said, he's tired, but like he's been there this whole time. So just expect some delays, and know that this is not something that these restaurant managers can control right now.
Yeah, just plan the wait times into your day and find some fun ways to fill that period in which you're just waiting.
Right. And speaking of waiting, we're going to give you a tip here. So a couple of places where you're going to wait: restaurants and out in nature. So you've probably heard this before, but it really is true. Go early. Mm-hmm. Go early. So when we're talking about restaurants, go early. So if you're going to have breakfast somewhere, Pancake Pantry is a perfect example. That place the line is out the door all day that they're open. What would you say? You got to get there by 7:30.
Yeah, I think we got there around 8.
It was
already
starting to create a line, but
yes,
definitely by 8, no lot later than 8. Check the restaurant that you're going to, see when they open. Try to be there as close to open as you can, especially for breakfast. For lunch, go ahead.
I was just going to say, party size also increases wait time. Because we had 6 people instead of the 4, we had to wait longer for some seating to become available, where people that were seating 2 and 4 may be able to get in faster than us with a larger party.
And a pro tip, if you're with a larger party and you're okay not all sitting at one table or all sitting together, indicate that to the maitre d' there. Let them know, hey, we can be split up if we need to be, and you'll get seated quicker. But if you want to stay as a party, just let them know that. Go at off hours, and don't go right at noon if you can help it. Try to go a little bit later, or maybe a little bit earlier.
Yeah, we tend to head around 8 and 3 if we're on the ball.
8 and 3 are the 2 best times, by 8 and around 3. Mm-hmm. For any restaurant, and you should be good.
If you're going to Donut Fryer and you want custard,
it's really specific tip.
Don't go until after 8:30, because they are doing all of their custard and jelly filled mid-morning like that. So we were right nearby, and so I love my custard donuts, but one time they weren't made yet, and the other time they were just being finished, so I was able to get my donuts.
Yep. I mean, if that matters to you, of course, it should matter. It should matter to you. It should matter to you. Pigeon Forge, it was busy, but it wasn't terrible. The island is the worst that we encountered, as far as we didn't even stop the island this trip. Which is crazy for us, but the parking lot was full all the way out, and with it being as hot as it was, we didn't want to walk. But So Alex and I went and did a few things, some putt-putt. We did a go-kart track. All those places, they look really busy from the outside. The lines on them move pretty quickly. So don't let the crowd scare you away. Just be patient and you're going to have a good time.
You know where else the line moves rather quickly is when you're sitting on your balcony and you don't have to wait on anybody for anything.
Yep.
So.
Yep, and that's a great tip too, is take those moments to stop and really enjoy your vacation. Don't worry about trying to cram as much in as you can.
Same with pools.
Yeah.
You'll find a lot of times, middle of the afternoon, sometimes the pool would be completely empty of people. Other times, one night I counted, there were 12 people in the hot tub. There were only 2 or 3 people in the pool, but there were 12 people crammed into the hot tub. So that's what the kids don't like to swim when there's a lot of people in the pool. So we were lucky enough to be able to monitor that and find a time when it wasn't super crowded. But you'll see it fluctuates a lot. But mid-afternoon, I think a lot of people are out doing things. And so, or right around dinner time, since we eat early dinners, dinner time will hit and you'll notice that around 5 o'clock it's empty, and then around 6:37 it starts filling back up.
Yeah, and that's what we've had multiple hotels that we've gone to where the pools were completely empty around those times. So something to consider, and that means if everybody's out doing things, everything's going to be crowded anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's why we're early.
So
early bird dinner.
Yeah, and in addition to going early to restaurants, you also want to try to go as early as you can to the nature stuff. That includes Cades Cove. That includes any hikes, especially the popular ones, Laurel Falls, Grotto Falls, anything like that. You want to try to get there as early as you can. Get your breakfast, that's fine, and then head straight out. Klingman's Dome is another one. Newfound Gap was swamped by mid-morning. So get out as early as you can to nature. Knock that out first. Enjoy it, and then you have the rest of your day. Then the other thing is, if you're in Gatlinburg, it's a great opportunity for you to walk to everything. So if you've got a hotel, condo in that area, when you have crowds like you're going to see in the summer, and pretty much from this point through the end of the year, it's going to be busy. There's not going to be maybe a week or two here and there that might slow down a little bit. It's going to stay busy. So if you're in Gatlinburg, see it as an opportunity to do a lot of things in Gatlinburg. There's a video coming up, Gatlin's, that we absolutely love. That's a great opportunity for you to spend a little but get to do a lot. And then be mindful of the things that you want to do and try to plan them in one trip. So if there's some things that you're wanting to do in Pigeon Forge, but you're staying in Gatlinburg that week, maybe schedule a day or two to be in Pigeon Forge to do all those things at once. So you're not trying to drive, because that drive back and forth is especially coming back into Gatlinburg is some of the most that you're going to sit in traffic, is that on the spur, the road in between.
We have these awesome t-shirts.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can see mine. It says Gatlinburg, the one with the Great Smoky Mountains. So there's this awesome t-shirt shop in the Mountain Mall.
Yeah.
And what's it called?
Soft.
Here, look at my shirt.
Soft Tees, I think. The Soft Shirt Place. Okay.
It's called the Soft Shirt Place.
Yeah.
And it is. They are soft shirts. So they are really cool what they do there. So these are all canvas shirts. I don't know if you've ever...
It's the same ones that we sell on our website, the Bella canvas shirts.
It is the best. Like all of our t-shirts, this is what we go for, is this brand.
Yeah.
So you can find the design you like, which we're friends people. So I thought this was super cool. But you find the design you like, you find the t-shirt color you like in your size, and they print it for you right there in the store.
Yep.
And it's
great prices.
Oh my
$14.99
for a t-shirt.
And you pick your size, your shirt color, your design.
So if you've seen Friends and they've got the little thing around the door, that's what that is.
And then this one's mine. It's just kind of a retro feel. Got the bear at the end. Now you say, why are you promoting something that, when you have your own t-shirt shop? Well, because we'll always tell you about things that we like, and I don't care. I like it.
Well, that's why we promote your shop, because we like what's on there, and it's the same thing. I
can't beat the prices though. Like the $14.99 for a shirt that is made in Gatlinburg. You see them making it in front of you. Is great price. For some original designs, they make them. These are made by people who live in the area, not just but the logo themselves and then the print there. So that, it's Mountain Mall, soft shirt place.
Floor F?
Yeah, it's a top floor, the highest floor.
Is it the highest or the next highest?
I think it's the highest. I don't know.
You'll find
Floor
it.
F.
They've got the sign. I was happy with how normal it felt. Everything is getting back to normal. And it felt good to be going in and out of places and not having to worry about
anything
and just enjoying living with, my lands. It's a melting pot down there. It's incredible. There's so many different varieties of people, and we're all there for the exact same reason. We all love the Smoky Mountains, and it's just so incredible to just be down there and enjoying having fun with people that are enjoying having fun. Even when you go to the store. So we noticed that we came back to our hometown and had to go to the grocery store when we got home. I miss going shopping with people that were on vacation.
Yeah,
so,
everybody seemed miserable when we got back home because they weren't in the Smokies.
They weren't in the Smokies.
Yeah, and that's what to give you any other advice is just to enjoy yourselves. It was the most normal. It felt like, and this isn't to minimize anything that any of you out there have gone through, because some of you have been sick, some of you have had COVID, some of you have lost loved ones from COVID. So we're not minimizing that at all. But it is something to special when you've, especially if you're coming from a state that is still has pretty strict guidelines, come here and it's just literally a breath of fresh air. So
I'm glad that people are able to choose.
If you want to wear a mask, you still can. I'm not going to begrudge anybody for doing something like that. It doesn't make a difference to me. It doesn't affect me personally, my choice. No one had stopped and asked you if you'd been vaccinated or anything like that. You just went into every shop. So I don't know. It was just a great time, a great relaxing time, and plenty of opportunity to be outside in nature where you can breathe fresh air. So definitely recommend it.
One thing that was really cool that he won't bring up is he ran into a few different times during the week subscribers, people that watch the show, and that was super exciting for him and for us to know that people really are getting something out of this. That's our whole reason for doing it, is to hopefully help you. And so it was really neat that people felt like they could stop and say hello.
It was, and that's what I want to stress to you. Look, I'm an introverted person, and doing YouTube's easy for me because I'm just pointing a camera at my face. But if you see us wherever in Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, feel free to stop, even if you just want to say hey. If you want to get your picture taken with me for some reason, I that feels weird to me because I feel excited to get my picture taken with you. Anything, stop me and say hey. Don't hesitate, because that was neat. That was fun. Getting to meet some of you, and we've since been back, and I've had messages of people asking when they could, when we'd be around so they could meet us and get to talk to us. So planning maybe joining a meetup for Vacation Station TV in September, but I haven't finalized that yet. So, but if you're going to be in town for the rod run, it might be something where I'll be around where you can stop by and say hey. But we love meeting you guys, because we're doing this because we love the Smokies and we want you to be able to love it too.
Continue to pray for George Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
So he's continuing to heal, but he's a great supporter of Bob and of us.
And I want to brag on George for a moment. And I know he's not been able to do a lot technology-wise because he's kind of easing back into to everything right now. But I hope he sees this. I appreciate him so much. He supported the channel as a sponsor, but he supported it through his comments and kind words, direct messages on Facebook and things.
Just love and encouragement.
He supported my mission trip that's coming up in November in a very generous way. Like, he's a stand-up individual, but I know he wouldn't want me to say any of this, but we love you, George, and we appreciate all of you for the support that you give. Not just if you can't sponsor, if you can't join this channel. I not only did that because some people asked to do super chat or they wanted to donate in some capacity. I wanted to give people a way to do that, but we just appreciate you all for subscribing, for watching, for liking the videos. It means a lot. And
we love when we know that what we're doing helps you.
Yep. Because
that's why we're doing it.
Yep. Our goal isn't to try to be the best YouTube channel in the Smokies.
Well, that's clear. We would do more research.
Yeah, so. But we're trying to be the best version of us, and to be honest with you. And in every single one of our reviews, we will give you our 100% honesty. That's why if a company reaches out to us to invite us to come review something, we're likely, unless they know, one, we're paying for it, and two, we're going to be honest. We won't accept. If something's negative, we're going to tell you. That's just who we are.
Or if it's just meh.
Yeah. So that's it. We and sorry for the long format here, but we just wanted to come and talk to you. That's really what this was about. So we wanted to be able to let you know what to expect this summer in the Great Smoky Mountains. And if you have any questions, if there's something that you're wondering about, and you have an upcoming trip, leave it in the comments below, or you can send us a message on Facebook. We're there on Facebook. Just search All About the Smokies. And we can respond to you that way. But we thank you guys so much for everything that you do for us. But this has been another video about the Great Smoky Mountains.
We hope you have a great day.
God bless.